Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late-season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Saints going up against the Falcons. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll get a chance to see what New Orleans can do on offense, led by, speaking of leading, Drew Brees, the NFL's leader in completions, passing yards, and touchdowns through the first 14 games of the season.
He has to be one of the top guys in maintaining an even keel as well, because the previous two games for Drew Brees, 0 touchdowns. Hard to say that, right? And 6 interceptions total. In his last game, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions against Arizona.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Brees to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The tackle made by the young rookie, Deion Jones. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Brees. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. It's complete to Flainer. first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And there's a nice completion to Coby Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
Yeah, he had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that man that just toted the rock, Mark Ingram, closing in on 3rd place on the Saints' all-time rushing list.
And how about the names out in front that he's closing in on? Because Deuce McAllister, #1 guy for them. #2 was George Rogers, who had won a Heisman Trophy when he was at South Carolina. And Dalton Hilliard. I'm proud to actually played against Dalton Hilliard in college when he was at LSU.
Yeah, he was at LSU. You were at Tennessee, and you won that game against him your senior year, didn't you?
Well, actually, I think I was a freshman that year. He might have been a senior, but we got him that time.
Ingram again, a first down thrown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 26 yards. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
Still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out comes Matt Ryan ready to lead Atlanta. And the Falcons in Week 15, they were facing a defense that has struggled this year, the 49ers, and they dominated, putting up 41 points. Matt Ryan threw a couple of touchdown passes. You called that game. And this is a guy that you say not only having a great year, but a good guy to talk to in the production meetings, isn't he?
He's fantastic. Everything about Matt Ryan, because he gets that we have a job to do. He loves football, loves talking about it. He's not going to give away any state secrets. He's smarter than that. But he also is going to take his time and think about his answers and try and give you something. I really like that about him. What I like even better, his game. 32 touchdown passes this year against 7 interceptions through Week 15.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Hey, go down. Ready, go. Check three.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 78 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. puts it through. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the ball carrier there, Mark Ingram, in his 6th season now with the Saints.
Yet to have a 1,000-yard season, but any guy who wins the Heisman Trophy, you know the potential's always there.
Yeah, but you're right. Yet to get to 1,000. Had 769 last year in 12 games. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze hands to Ingram. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Set of downs here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, hey,
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run with Hightower, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Play action. Breeze. Finding time. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 48 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And his kick is good. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And some room to roam now. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. One quarter in the books. It's a tight game here early. We're back to Atlanta in just a moment. This is the NFL, and you're watching EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. On to tackle that time, Tyson Jackson.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down following the run. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
We want it. Come to my work.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. first down is Breeze. And the tight end has it, Fleener. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Old school defensive tackle play dictator just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. If a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They come up in an offset eye. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, their team's record and its production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he's got the NFL's leading receiver a year ago, Julio Jones. A good pickup there at 22. Now, Week 15, Julio Jones sat out for the 2nd straight game, so hoping to get him back. They need him back if they're going to make a playoff run.
Yeah, because he eats up everything outside in terms of attention, yardage, catches, you name it. But he's one of the most unselfish wide receivers you'll ever meet. Dan Quinn, his head coach, told me that in any game that he's coached in, there's only one time that Julio has asked for the football, and that was a 3rd and 18 play, and he did it just like it was a movie. I'll pick it up, and he got it. So he's that type of a player, but the rest of the time, very quiet, unassuming.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Key 26.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got time. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Go. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Head coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. Here's Bryant for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Hey. Four down.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now Breeze on third down. He's got time in the pocket. He throws it. He hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now they're in the hurry-up. Breeze now on first down. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Babineau coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Breeze to throw on second down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he's got Snead. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Breeze now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target, and that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Breeze will try again on second down. Finding time. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's got time. It's complete to Flainer. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A gain of 39 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And quickly, they get to the line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flainer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point attempt to come here. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Falcons haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Saints have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Saints have it at the 27. Ingram's going to take off here, and he go in for the 27-yard TD. The lead now at 6. They'll line up right at the 22-yard line. Freeman's able to get clear of the defense, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. They go ahead by 1. Third down from the 48. Breeze able to find his mark deep downfield. This play goes for a score. The Saints going up by 6. Falcons lined up at the 5. Freeman's going to head outside to the right, and he'll run it in from 5 yards out. That pushes the lead to 5. Saints have it at the 2. Breeze is on target here, and he'd cap off the 10-play drive with a TD. They would go ahead by 2. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back now to the Georgia Dome for the start of the third quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. All right, as we sit here right now, let's look after Week 15 teams that are in. Seahawks clinching NFC West, NFC East Cowboys in, AFC West Raiders, and then, of course, the Patriots out of the AFC East. Who do you like?
I tell you what, it's still hard for me to go against the Patriots, even though we know that Gronk won't play throughout the playoffs. They know how to adjust better than any team in football. But Dallas, I know people want to find a way to knock them out of this deal. I think the youth will be served for Dallas, and what Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are giving them, I think the rest of the team is feeding off of it.
One team I didn't mention maybe that could make some noise, who?
I would say Green Bay, because they still have a chance to win the NFC North in a showdown possibly with Detroit in the final week of the season.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. Now 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Got his left. Got his left. Four down. Check. Ready.
Ingram again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
82's moving. Ready. You waiting? Not. Just like that.
On first down, Breeze. He's got time in the pocket. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be first down, Saints. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They come out here in the eye. Now Hightower. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On second down, here's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Yards to gain here on third down. To throw is Breeze. And he's got Snead. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the first down, and that's what he just did.
Breeze now on first down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Saints are going to get a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender. And that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Caught right side at Snead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Throwing now is Breeze. Surveying the field. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Roman Harper makes the tackle.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
So third down, just 1 yard to go. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Ready. 52.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now Ryan on 1st down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and build the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Another pistol look here. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Third down now following the run. Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's complete to Flater. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And they'll give it to him here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Breeze to throw on second down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Saints add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it a 9-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
First down, Ryan. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Check.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And Jones has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And 10, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Ryan, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The offense lining up first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. He'll get the football here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, Ingram across the 30. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. After the 47th. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Ingram, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On the carry, it's Hightower. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.